see now, share. All right. Now, sorry, I have to get all this situated. Hold on, I've got to get my screen all set up. Okay, so we are going to be talking about updating your menu and menu analysis. The first draft of your menu, and I don't think we've done this before. Austin, do you know if did we do this one before? I don't think so. First draft of your menu isn't going to be perfect. For sure, it's not. So you need to, do a few drafts, make sure it looks good. But it's not going to be perfect. Sometimes, it needs to, sometimes you need to just address that situation because, I mean, it could look bad. Maybe the writing looks bad or whatever else. You probably just need to adjust it. Some dishes won't fit fit the concept, right? Here's a green bun. I don't know. It's just very random. An egg, a lettuce, green bun with sausage. Just very random. So if it's something random like that, please make sure you address that if you're not selling it or whatever else. But that you don't want things that do not fit your concept. Once you're open, the restaurant can see. Once you open your restaurant and see the menu in action, sometimes you need to change it up. Once you see it in kind of action, it looks weird, but you should start to gather a better idea on what works and what doesn't work. Excuse me. You want to analyze your menu so that you can make adjustments, right? Hamburgers with chips instead of sheeps. That's funny. But it's just misspelled wrong, whatever else, or autocorrect or what have you. But you've just got to change it. You've got quality analysis of the menu. So you want to, this is kind of an interesting situation. So you've got stars. Stars are basically high demand, low cost. So, and then you've got a puzzle I'm sorry, let me go across. So you got stars, it's a high demand, low cost. You have a plow horse, that's high demand, high cost. And then you have puzzles, that is a low demand, low cost. And then you got dogs. Dogs are low demand, high cost. So, in these are things that are on the menu, like your star item is high demand, low cost, like kind of like the chips and salsa, or something that everybody gets. That's really simple. That's really cheap as well. Sodas might be a star item. Now let's talk about what a plow horse is. High demand, high cost. Well, hold on. Let's see if they have a. Yeah, let's look at this. Stars are menu items that are high popularity and high performance. Your menu should you should analyze that basically. But so a star is high popularity and high profit, basically. Star, your menu design should highlight your star rather than anything else. So you want to highlight those stars. Make sure that because you make the most money on those, you want you want to make sure that you keep it going and sell as many as possible, because you're making so much more money on just those items that you have very low cost to make, but you can make a pretty good profit. A workhorse are menu items that are high popularity and low profitability. Okay, so that means that you're not going to be getting as much money for what, you know, it's very popular, but you're not getting a lot of money for it. But sometimes you need some, will just kind of keep pushing through because it is high popularity, but you're starred items, because those starred items are the ones that you'll make so much more money at. Plow horses, workhorse are menu items at high popularity, we already did that. Puzzle. A puzzle are menu items with low popularity and high profitability. Okay, so you can make a lot of money, but it's not as popular. So so you've got to kind of think about it. It is a difficult situation. You're selling a lot of these products, but you're not making that much money on it. So, you know, that's the kind of the downside of that. You need some items. You need items of all of these kind of and then you got the puzzle. Puzzle are are menu items with low profitability, high profit. So, so that's kind of the items are how we describe those items on a menu. Okay, dogs are items with low popularity but high profitability. Okay, you know, and so you're going to see these items and you're going to look at your menu and you're going to say, okay, this is the plow horse, this is the star, and you don't really have to call it those, but are how you describe these items, and you want a little bit of all of these on a menu. Okay. Quality analysis of the menu. You need to make sure you look at it and make sure that you analyze the data that you get from what you're selling. And it's so important to analyze that data that you have. And the reason is because if you don't, you're not going to be able to see which item on your menu is profitable and which is the one that you shouldn't get rid of or you should get rid of or whatever else. You need to look at it and analyze your menus for sure to make sure that they follow or that you're making as much profit as possible. 8 drink trends for restaurants to watch in 2020. Well, this might change because of with COVID and all of this, and this was made right at the beginning of 2020. Um, let's see, NRN. Um, let's see. Oh, like vegetable-based products or plant-based meat products. Has anybody ever had one of those? What are those burgers called? I can't even think of it. Impossible Burger or the plant-based burger? No, I haven't either. The reason is, one of the reasons is I would much rather eat meat than a plant-based burger. But in low, let's see, what else? We got plant-based, uh, low alcohol. Yeah. Um, but also, I think you're going to see a lot. I mean, those are food trends, but I think you're going to just see a lot more health-related changes and social distancing changes more than food changes this year. Here you go, the plant-based burger. And that is basically it's basically a plant that you can kind of grind up and it's got this it's just the most interesting thing. I've seen it, I've just never eaten it. But a very cool thing. I mean, I think that's not going to take over the world, but I think it's going to, at least give people choices and give vegetarians a choice to have more of a real style meat. You got cocktails go lower alcohol. A lot of times people are now, not drinking. Well, COVID times, there's a lot of alcohol drinking, I think. But lower alcohol content is sometimes better. You know what I think also? I mean, Austin is almost decriminalized marijuana, right? I mean, you can, they're not arresting or anything like that about that. And I think that pretty soon, Austin's going to be it's going to be legal, and I think that there's going to also be a lot of infusion of marijuana and or THC and in cooking and beverages and all of that sort of stuff. I think that's going to be coming down uh, the pipe pretty soon. No pun intended on the pipe, but I think that's something that you'll see quite a bit, and then because of I think that's going to be a huge trend and a huge thing that's going to happen once it gets legalized here in Austin. But anyway, let's see. Kind of and now you've got also kind of a soft liquors or soft kind of something that just has a little liquor in it, but that's the beverages. But also, I think you're going to just see you're going to see a lot more places doing to-go drinks. I mean, now you can go and have a to-go drink. Go to what is it, Taco Cabana, and get a margarita to go. So you're going to see a lot more to-go booze, a lot more of that. I think also you're going to see a lot more hard seltzers, like like that White Claw kind of a thing. You're going to see a lot more of those as well. Plant-based meat, yeah. Here you go. Here's tacos with a vegetarian meat substitute. So you'll see that quite often, or you probably will. I don't know. For me, I'm not big into the. I mean, I guess it really depends on health and all of that and your beliefs. If you're going to want to eat a vegan type of a plant-based type of meat. You also have, like I think just the plant-based substitute, and if anybody's ever eaten it, and it's going to change. I mean, you can use jackfruit and certain plant-based kind of to make it look like pulled pork and to taste kind of like pulled pork. I think you've got, um, a lot of things, but I think that's going to be one of the trends that is going to be coming up in the next while. Also, cheese. This is cheese, but it's a tree nut cheese, so where it's made out of, it's not really dairy, and that is something that um, more of. And then look, and we had even talked about a couple of maybe a week or so ago, but about the chicken sandwich from Popeyes and how amazing that marketing of Popeyes and Chick-fil-A were. Uh, it was amazing. And that was free publicity for everybody, or at least for those two companies. But that was a great marketing ploy, or a marketing, not ploy, but marketing program. Hold on a second. I just see someone had put. Oh, someone wrote in the thing, there's a show in the Food Network talking about cooking with weed. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to try to look that up. Um, but I do know that, I mean, with Austin basically decriminalizing marijuana, you're not going to get arrested, or you're not going to get anything with small amounts. And I think that's the first step of decriminalizing, and then legalization. So we're in the stepping stones of doing that, and I know of two people that are just waiting for them to open it up. And when they do, they're opening up a dispensary. I mean, they already have two in Colorado, and they're just kind of waiting for it. And once it does, they're going to open it up, and it's going to be it's going to be a new gold rush. I mean, that's going to be the gold rush. Everybody's going to be doing stuff with infusion and all of that, and that's gonna change and I think that will also help with the restaurants, and with bringing more people into the restaurants as well. um okay, like, I mean, just marketing. I mean, here's the what is this? I think this is the McDonald's chicken sandwich, right? Look how wimpy that is compared to like this one right here. And they did a great job on just advertising it. But I got Moon Milk. What is this? Moon Milk comes down to earth. Um, so this is just that flavored milk. Has anybody ever been to this, or the Moon Milk? What is this? Oh, this is.
Isn't there like a cafe like coming into Austin that sells moon milk?
Yeah, and it's not it's a coffee place, and it's like a sweet, I think. But this one's Moon Milk. This one has like turmeric, I think, in it, and or this one, you can use milk or cashew milk or anything, but it's got like a little bit of turmeric and sometimes cinnamon in there. and that helps uh, you sleep and digest things very well and all of that. Oop, dadgummit, sorry. Hold on, it kicked me off again. Hold on. All right, hey, so we're about halfway through the slides this morning. Do you want to take like a 15 or 20-minute break and then come back and go for another 15 minutes, and then, or do you want me to just push through it right now and get y'all out of here uh, by like seven in the morning?
I can power through it if anybody else doesn't mind.
Austin, you want to power through it, or you want to get a break?
We can push through it if y'all want to.
Okay. Well, we'll push through and then we'll, I mean, we only have a few more, about 20 more slides and we'll be done for the day. All right. Where did I go? Okay. And these are alternative wings. You got wings that chicken wings coated with buffalo sauce and all of that. So, but just, you could have boneless wings, you have turkey wings, you have, all sorts of duck wings. You can utilize any of your stuff, but I think, these are fairly cheap, and you're going to be seeing these a lot more, like duck wings, chicken wings, turkey wings, because they're cheap, they're easy, and people like wings, right? And I love duck wings for sure. Let's see. Oh yeah, the duck wings. You got uh, buffalo. Oh, this is I think cauliflower. Uh, Cauliflower that's fried, breaded. Sort of a vegetarian style of product. Water gets, seltzer. You've got plain water. You have caffeine water. You have, um, you know, plant-based water. You have vitamin C, vitamin D, you name it. But all of these waters, all this stuff is, you're going to see a lot more trend on flavored waters or seltzers or hard or ciders or any of that sort of stuff. You're going to be seeing a lot more of, like this, the Water Joe. I actually looked up what the Water Joe. Basically, it's water. It's caffeine in water. For people that don't like to drink coffee or don't want to have a soda, or that are trying to eat, eat without, our fasting, people that are fasting, or you've got the uh, vitamin water and all of these things. You're going to see a lot more of that. It's more of a trend. uh, Snitzel step in to the spotlight. Okay, Snitzel is coming. It's a very old school kind of a thing. You'll see it on Oktoberfest or whatever else. But Schnitzel is really thin, pounded out meat, kind of breaded and kind of pan fried. It's really good. That's coming back in style. You also have just what we're kind of talking about on food trends that are back into style, or what coming back. None of these food items are new. They're all just, or at least the cooking food items, the beverages, all of that is new. But when it comes to all of these items, it's just old coming back and kind of changed a little bit here or there. Hold on, Keep missing the chat lines. Oh yeah. Kevin, yes, can I get these slides later? This slide is on that link that I sent you.
Okay.
It's on and is that link working?
Yeah, it's working. I just don't know which one it is.
The one that had all the power, the one that I sent you a couple of times, we were having a hard time getting to you. It is in the shared drive on Google Drive. I'll try to send it to you again, okay? I think you're on mute.
Yeah, I got the share drive. I just don't know which PowerPoint it is.
Oh, my bad. It is. I'm gonna just keep going. Just let me know when you find it. Also,
Okay.
old school, but you can make it new school. Look at this, a schnitzel slider. Um, I think that's uh, something that is kind of unique, but still school. Did you get it? Kevin, were you able to find it? If not, I can send it to you. Um, oh, I'm not sharing the slide. Thank you, whoever said that.
Oh yeah, that's why I asked it. I couldn't see it.
Sorry, my bad. All right, so yeah, here's the schnitzel with the in the slider, and I think this schnitzel in the slider, it's basically old school versus new school. Sorry, guys. Other ways to evaluate your menu. Okay, like I was saying, I'll read that in a second, but one of the things that I was saying for you to analyze your menu is to work the dish pit or sit by the dish pit and see what is getting thrown away right when those dishes get to go from the dining room to the living room or to dining room to the kitchen or the dish area. Because you want to see what is getting thrown away. If people aren't eating it, if people aren't wanting it, whatever else, it's one of those things where you need to make sure you, um, you know, just look at it and analyze it because if you're throwing away stuff and you're not and people aren't eating it, you need to be aware of that. And and portion size. If they're if your portion size is so big, they're not able to eat all of it, then we might need to, make it smaller or whatever else. But you need to look at it and analyze and make sure, see if you have some stars on your menu and have some plow horses and have a few of those in your menu that will help you make that profit. Um, I mean, yeah, here's an example. Poor portion sizing. Look at this. You have something really, really small, and then you have
What
something that,
in hell's
people,
name is that?
I don't know, but it is two different portions. So it's what I call feast or famine. It's either you got too much or you got too little. You need to find the happy medium, right? You need to put
Oh, that's
that
adorable.
you need to have that, you kind of somewhere in the middle. That's you're too heavy on somewhere in the middle. But portion size is important as well. Um, Too much, just right. Yeah, this now what and this is something you're going to probably fall into when you're in culinary or when you get into the cooking part of it. You're going to say, well, I'm hungry and I'm going to just load up a plate and say, okay, but you want to plate up food when you're at school, plate it up like you're going to present it to a customer or to somebody. You want it to always look sexy. Guys, food should look sexy. It should turn you on. I mean, just look at these two plates. Which one turns you on the most? This one, right? Just because it's less crowded, it's less dirty, it's at least, I mean, I think there could be a better plate up job. We could probably plate this up totally different, but at least this one, it looks better than the one that's very too much. Um, how about cross utilization? That's very important. Making sure that you use blue cheese for this and that and the other thing. Things will, if I'm buying a whole chicken, um, I'll cut the wings off. We'll have hot wings. Then maybe I can do a chicken salad for the other chicken that was left over or whatever else. So I could utilize cross utilization, very important. Spices, vegetables, you name it. So where you're not having to have buy so much stuff. Um, okay, yes, and we discussed this a few days ago, I think, but um, make sure your menu is correct for your equipment needs. If you don't have anything grilled, if you have nothing grilled on your menu, why would you have a grill? You don't need a grill. Why get a grill? Why spend your money on a grill if you're not going to ever grill anything? So are find pieces of equipment that can be versatile, that you could use a grill or a griddle or whatever else. So, trying to make it versatile, your equipment very versatile, so you don't have to spend a lot of money on equipment as well. Um, okay, does encourage upsells. Like for example, like you can have the salad, but underneath the salad, you can say if you want, you know, fajita beef, you can get it, or if you want chicken fajita meat, or do you want value or more upsell? The more stuff you sell, the more money you're going to make, plain and simple. Um, so add proteins to salads, anything that you can, extra cheese. All right, that's an extra, charge or whatever else. So anything to upsell, hey, you want to biggie size it, or you want to, make it larger or whatever else. Just try to help get you to upsell their customers. Anytime, you know, you go to a grocery store, you're getting upselled when they are for sale. Do you want some of those? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All of a sudden, I saw my thing that said my internet was unstable, so I wanted to make sure. I'm kind of gun shy when it comes to the internet issue, like for day one and day two. So let's see. If your menu, just be very clear and concise on what it is. Make sure there's no error, grammars, or any sort of comma, any punctuations, and sometimes people, and when you type all in caps, sometimes that's like people like you're yelling at them. So you want to make sure that, you do it correctly. Um, do the menu items vary in technique? That's very important. You don't want everything fried. You don't want everything grilled. You don't want everything broiled. You want it kind of a little bit of everything: fried, grilled, sautéed. So where you're not bogging down or making your fry person, busy as hell, or the grill person very busy. You want to spread the love a little bit, maybe a little saute, a little bit of fry, a little bit of braise, or a little bit of poached or broiled, or any of those. Just kind of spread the love on your menu. Um, Make sure your staff is trained properly on that, and presenting and plating. Uh, that is very important. Does your menu have options for those who have allergies or diet issues? That's something you need to maybe, and especially nowadays, you need something gluten-free. You need, if you're going to have pizza, by goodness, you need to have a gluten-free pizza, just so where everybody can have the ability to eat, to eat there, because you don't want to not have it where someone is not going to eat, because you want their money. So any way you can to capture their money is ideal. Uh, the menu is the single most important item, I think. It communicates exactly what you are selling. It tells you what you're selling, and it communicates what you're selling as well. And I think that is the most important thing. All right, today was an easy day. That was it, man. Bam, done. So y'all get out scot-free today before 7 o'clock. Do y'all have any questions, problems, concerns? We good?
I got a couple questions.
Who's that? Kevin?
Yes.
Was that you?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, what's up?
So how are the classes gonna work? Like,
For next 6 weeks?
yeah, like, because I've been emailing back and forth, and I guess they had to change things for September. And
What
it's
has
like
changed? And maybe I don't know, because and I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I've got I was diagnosed with leukemia, so that's why
oh, shit.
I can't ground for right now. But what did they do?
So I guess next. Hold on, let me see if I can read the email. So I guess next month we're still gonna be doing like the online stuff, and but let me
Online?
see. Yes. Um. Oh, now my email doesn't work yet.
All right, that's
But
fine, but it was saying it was online.
yes, but then they were talking about general education classes and then history
Yeah,
class.
yeah, general ed, and I think what they're trying to do, honestly, and this is me being very honest with you, I think what they're trying to do is try to, because they don't think it's, I think they're wanting to go maybe one more 6 weeks
Mhm.
online, so they're trying to find a way for y'all to stay online. And since y'all are brand new, right? Y'all are there's only certain classes y'all can do. Um, like in general ed is one of the classes that you need to get done. And I think that maybe they're trying to do that, but I I know I've got a call with Chef Robin and all of that. I can ask her today and kind of give me a little kind of rundown of what's going on, so I can answer some of y'all's questions.
Okay.
But what are the other questions? I mean, does that kind of, what was your question about the general education?
Because I know things are gonna be different because this whole pandemic thing,
Yeah.
and it's been a minute since I've been to like school.
Yes.
So, like, so, like, what would a normal year look like? Let's just say we weren't living in,
A
spicy
normal
food
non-COVID year, like you beginning your schooling.
Right.
Okay, so what usually happens is first day is you go into sanitation.
Okay.
So your first class is usually well, it's called Foundations 1. And what Foundations 1 is basically the first week is all sanitation. You go and you get your food handler's card, or you go
Okay.
get that certification like SurfSave or any of those kinds of things. So that's usually week 1 of your first week. Okay, and then week 2 and week 3 and week 4, week 5 and week 6. Those are all cooking days. You would cook on week 1 or week 2. You would start with stocks and
Okay.
like making stocks, and then week 3 is like vegetables and starches and legumes and making like uh, beans and all of that sort of stuff. And week 4, 5, and week 6 is all protein cookery, cooking roasting a whole chicken, sautéing, doing all the cooking methods. So in putting together plates, doing like fried chicken or like a breakfast buffet, or certain things like that, making pasta, cooking dried pasta, and then cooking fresh pasta. So that would be like the first 6 weeks of,
Okay.
if COVID wouldn't happen, you would have gone in and done that. So what they're trying to do is, okay, keep you going, but once you, like, if it's another 6 weeks, then what they're going to do is they'll probably immediately put you in Foundations 1. You're going to do your sanitation, you'll do your cooking. You're going to start at the beginning of the cooking process. You're not going to get thrown into a like farm to table or something that you've never done. You're going to start off at the very beginning of the cooking process. Right now you're getting just kind of thrown around into just book classes until we can be on ground. And honestly, I don't think our school knows what they're going to do yet. And I think everybody's kind of waiting for,
Yeah, they
like,
kind of mentioned like that.
your voice kind of cut out. I couldn't hear you. It's on mute. Hold on, let me try to unmute you. Hold on, you're still muted.
Oh no.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, all I heard was they mentioned, and
Okay.
then
They mentioned they keep having to change stuff month by month. Like they just got the August stuff, and we're not sure
Yeah,
about September. But
yeah,
yeah, they mentioned history and speech classes
yeah,
starting at 8 a.m. or something.
yeah. And the reason why, to be honest, again, the reason why that all general education, even though that you're maybe a 6 o'clock person or whatever else, most of the general ed classes start at 8, because these people aren't chefs, and they're just, they don't like to get up that early. The just general education people, the teachers, they work at ACC as well or whatever else because they're adjunct people, so they can work at any place. So a lot of times, and like the math and all of that is a lot of high level thinking, or if you haven't done it in a while. So they like to make sure everybody's kind of awake enough to be there a little bit more, uh, because it's a little higher level of thinking. Um, does that answer your question, or at least a little bit, Kevin? Okay. Let's see. There was another question about hybrid classes. Hybrid classes. What is happening is they are, um, like, for example, the hybrid would on Monday you would be on a Zoom meeting just like this. So let's say if you're doing a hybrid cooking class. So Monday you would be on a Zoom meeting like this. Y'all would basically the chef would uh, kind of discuss what you're going to be cooking for the rest of the week, how it was going to be done, kind of walk you through the menu, walk you through everything, how to do it, and then that would be Monday, and then on, let's say, uh, Tuesday and Wednesday, you're cooking those 2 days. So you would go to school and you would cook those 2 days, and then we're going to give you some food for the other couple of days, and you're going to cook at home, and you're going to present it at home as well. So it's a kind of a combination of cooking at school and cooking at home. And basically the cooking at home is reinforcing the skills that you learned at the school. So it's just reinforcing the skills. Does that make sense? It says, I already have I guess the food handler's manager card. What do I do? That's fine. So what you're going to do is you're just not going to take that test. And then, and I think the food handler's card is good for, I don't know how many years, maybe 1 year, 2 years. I can't recall. But what we usually do is tell you to hold on to that test number and key, so where then you can uh, you take food handlers test again, so you'll have a better 4 years. Okay, so you can keep it, and you don't have to take it if you don't want to, but I think that if you want to, you can. But if not, you can just save the test for whenever you want to take it. Another question was, do we have any homework? And the answer is yes, but it's homework that I don't give you. You need to go on the portal. Let me show you. Hold on. Right, and there are some modules that you have to go through on the portal. You have, I would say, go through the portal and look through all of those modules, because those modules are the ones that I was kind of, or they're a little, I'll pull it up and show you. Hold on. Hold on, I'm pulling up my browser real quick. My internet's slow. Come on. Hold on, I'm logging in. Sorry. It's taking forever. Hold on. Still working. With the minute I want to show you something is the minute my computer starts to crap down. All right, so what I'm going to do is I will have it queued up for tomorrow, but my suggestion would be is go through the portal and go through where, investigate through it, because there's some things you have to go through that are required to get a check grade. You have to go through these little modules that are on the portal. It's not the PowerPoint, but it is other little modules. I don't know why my portal is not coming up. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to just have to show you tomorrow, but if you can just get on the portal and check those. Yeah, you check your knowledge for sure, you got to do, but you need to do these other little and I kind of went over it on the first week or showed you the first week, but let me see if let me try it one more time and see if it pops up. Yeah, so my portal is not working right now. I can't get it working. So I will have to show you. Oh, wait, hold on. Did it do something? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, it came up. Okay, here. All right, let me. Show you what. God, for God's sake. All right, so it's still kind of glitchy. So tomorrow I'm gonna have to show you this, but I would really check to make sure that you uh, uh, all right, so for the person that transferred in from the second, those grades are, I'll go talk to whoever your instructor was. That was probably Lindsay. That I'll get that from you, or from her. But let me try this one more time before I call it quits. me share my screen. Okay, so here you go. Now, for anybody that wants to know what you need to get done on the portal, this is what you need to do. All right, so let's go back to week 1. Do you see all of these things right here? Do you see this? You need to click on that. So all of these right here, this right here, this right here, this right here, this. Click on your resume, interviewing. You need to go through all of these for week 1. Then go to week 2. That is your homework. That is what I need you to do every single day. You need, do you see these checks? Do you see how it's gray and then these are green? Do you see that green check right there? You need all of these to look green to get you credit, because if you haven't done that, there's still a 0 in your grade. Okay, I cannot change these zeros. It's either you do it or you get a 0. Does that make sense? I can't go in and change it. It's a check grade. It's a check grade. So when you click on it, it tells you that you did it. So you need to go through all of these modules right here, like discipline, performance management, all of that sort of stuff. Week 3, same thing. Where are they? Up here. Week 3, here, your concept, you're creating a menu, all of these things you need to click on, and let me try to click on it and see if it'll come up. I know my internet sucks right now. But here you go. Okay, here's some information, your concept, You kind of look at it, you read it. It's now frozen again, but okay. So now I go hit next. Do you see where it says next? Whoever the person was that was asking me, I don't know who, I don't have my chat line on and I don't see any of you, so other than Kevin. So I hope you're getting this, because this is what you need. All the people that ask me about your homework, this is what you got to do. Okay. You click next, and then it will go to the next slide. Or if there's another slide, if there isn't, then okay, it has a question. Okay, here's a question, you have to answer it, but you can answer it as many times as you want to get it correct. I don't even know what, oh, steakhouse, so wrong. What is a steakhouse example of? Oh, I'm sorry.
Fine dining.
Yeah, but it'll say incorrect, but you go back and you have 9 attempts to do it, right? So there you go. You need to do fine dining, and then you hit submit. Angelina, was that you that was wanting to know about the homework?
Yeah, I just want to know if there was
Okay.
like anything else besides the
Yeah. No. Well, yes, check your knowledge, but these things as well. Do you see what I'm showing you?
Yeah.
Okay, that is your homework. That is what I need you to do to make sure that you get a good grade. Because if you don't do those, at the end of it, the grade is going to be pretty low, because it doesn't average in those zeros until later. But you've got to make sure you do those. That is the most important thing of all times in the class, because what I do is the lecture portion, and I give you a grade for that. You know, I mean, you get a grade for that portion, but you know, it's you need to do that side of it, and that's kind of on you to get that done. But but other than that, that's all I need you to do, other than your project that's due on week 6.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Yeah, of course. Kevin, did I answer all your questions?
Yes.
Okay. And some of the knowledges. So I put in a work order for the IT guy, and he's supposed to be trying to get it fixed today. So somebody, I think yesterday, said something about weren't opening, or it was saying it won't open until later. I will get that open for you as soon as I can. We good?
Aces.
All right, guys, y'all have a great day. Be safe.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace out, Chef.
Oh, well, hold on.
What happened?
Oh, nothing. Oh, no, nothing. I was looking. I thought I was on mute. Sorry. Y'all have a good day.
You too, buddy.